near the end of this season, where you've been growing these guys up all year, how do you look back on this process and what you've gotten out of it with them?
The process is exactly what was to be expected. Young guys who are developing and improving weekly. So, in my opinion, I think it went pretty well. We're not done at all, so there's always still more improvement to work on, and I expect them to continue. We still got stuff to work on. They understand it, but we're doing fine.
So back at the start of August, is this where you wanted to be by this point, collectively with the group?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like more interceptions from a production standpoint,
Sure.
But from the individual player improving from day one to now, I would say everybody improved. So yeah, that's a plus.
Did you envision you would play this many freshmen, the Kalana McCulloughs and the Dorian Hewitts and Britton Allens of the world?
I didn't know, so no.
Yeah.
But I wasn't surprised that it happened. Because throughout the course of the season, that's just kind of how it goes. You know, there'll be injuries and guys have to be ready. The cool part was guys were ready. They were locked in and they knew what they were supposed to do. And so to me, yeah, I'm happy with that.
Is there one guy you think that's come the furthest over the course of this whole process?
Haven't thought that through, honestly.
Sure.
But overall, I'm just happy how everything's going. Like I said, the guys that are coming in, you know, Dorian comes out of nowhere and has to be ready. You know, those types of things were pretty cool to see. You know, again, my Swiss Army knife in Chase, having to play multiple positions, those are good things to see. So, and then Bam's coming along, and he's going to have a good role in this week's game. So, Britton Allen.
Yeah, I got you.
So, you know, so I'm excited.
You rotated those three corners most of the year. It seems like Chris and Elijah have emerged in the last 2 weeks as kind of the primary guys. What's led to that?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards that, honestly. But I still believe that it's going to still be in the rotation. And I'd like to get to putting Dorian in because he's worked hard and has deserved some opportunities.
What's been the biggest factor in those two kind of separating from the back?
Just coming down to making plays. You know, I mean, that's what this thing's about. We're getting into tight games, must-wins, and guys are working hard, and as long as they're staying healthy and able to do it, that's fine. But at the same time, somebody's down, a little nicked up, I have no problems rotating.
What's the big thing you want Itz to work on the most, the area he has to kind of...
It's all, for everyone, not just Itz. It's always going to be technique and fine-tuning it. You know, especially for corners and all the little details of press technique, and we're doing a lot more of it. It's just cleaning those things up. He got in a little funk, but he's got back into it from a standpoint of cleaning up the technique. You know, so then because of that, then the confidence comes back, and so on and so on. So I'm liking where we are now. Last week, I liked what he did, so those were pluses. It's coming around. Okay, now he's going to get some chances this game, and let's just see it all continue to get better.
Well, just lastly, what's the excitement knowing that this whole group could be back and you could just kind of build on this entire foundation?
No, it's good because the cool part is these guys are competing, man. And they're helping each other. That's the cool part. It ain't like, oh, gee, I'm competing against him, so I'm bitter. No, it's like, hey, I'm going to help you, and then I'm going to try to beat you. So I'm excited about that as well.
Has Greg gotten more consistent over the second half of the season?
Oh yeah. He hasn't not been consistent. He's always been doing what he's got to do. You know, but the biggest thing is I got to make sure he's staying healthy because he plays so physical.
Yeah.
Sometimes I got to rotate him because he's okay. I need a breather for a second.